Good morning, my friends, and welcome to Meditation Lesson 3, Video 17. Well, folks, this is the last of the guided meditations featuring a verbal practice. Now, if this is your first time tuning in, I gotta tell you, my meditation lessons are either commentaries on a meditation text or guided meditations through a meditation text. Don't worry, I'm not here to take your money, but I gotta tell you, you gotta download the free PDF of first set of lesson texts if you want to benefit from this video. So first things first, below this video there should be a whole bunch of links. What's that? You say you don't see any links? Easy fix. Towards the bottom right hand corner of your screen, the very bottom, there should be a little YouTube icon. Give that a click or two and that'll take you to YouTube's dedicated page for this video. About an inch below the video you'll see a button that reads Show More. Give that bad boy a click, and you'll see a list of links as long as your arm. Let's discuss the first three links. The first one will take you to one of my Facebook pages that you can like, which would be lovely. The second item, the second link, will take you to a page on my website where the first three, well, all the videos of the first lesson, the second set of lesson videos, and the third set of lesson videos are available. So if this is your first time watching them, by all means, you're behind the curve. Go back to lesson 1 and watch the first video. And then wait 12 or 24 hours and then watch the second video of lesson 1. Take your time. If you watch 1 or 2 videos a day, in no time at all, you'll catch up. But most importantly, you'll have a chance to really understand this and really internalize this and benefit from this. I don't care if this is your first time meditating. I don't care if you can't spell meditation. I don't care if you're a seasoned veteran. I don't care if you've been meditating 20 years. If you haven't accomplished Nibbana, if you haven't accomplished full enlightenment, then you've been doing something wrong. So sit down, grab your fork, slice a big old piece of humble pie, and start from scratch. Everyone who started from scratch with my lessons has benefited immensely. No one has ever been harmed by doing that. Let's continue. The third link below the video will take you to a place on my website, a page on my website called First Quarter Class Materials. The first 3 items on that page are free. There's a great essay. Download it, give it a read. There is an image very similar to this that you can download, print out, and frame. I recommend it. And the second thing on the list is a link to download your free latest version of the PDF entitled First Set of Lesson Texts. That's super important. So pause the video, download that now. I'll wait right here. Welcome back. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and assume that you've followed my instructions, because the only criteria of being my student is listening to my instructions and then applying them. Otherwise, you're not a student. You're just an audience member, or worse, you looky-loo. Okay, at least I think I'm funny. So join me, if you will, on page 46 of the lesson text. Sometimes the numbering gets wonky. You'll know you're on the right page because the heading will read Chenra Zig's Intellectual and Mystical Paths to Enlightenment. Below that it should say, or should read, Verbal Only, Compassion and Tumu Yoga Naval Elective. water, beverage of choice. So let's dig in, please. This is a guided meditation, a review of everything we've learned in lessons 1 and 2 and 3. If you haven't watched and practiced lessons 1 and 2 in their entirety, go back. What you doing here? Okay, sit up straight. Hands in lap. How long breath? Releasing. In through left, out through right. In through right, out through left. In through both, out through both. Please turn the page to 47. It reads Prayer of Compassion, but I think I'm going to change the name to Invocation of Compassion. Let's chant together. I recommend that you pucker your palms, press them together in front of the upper third of your chest. May everyone be happy, may everyone be free from misery. May no one ever be separated from their happiness. May everyone have balance, free from greed, hatred, and confusion. That all beings may benefit Almighty but me whom. That's what I like to call the triplet chant. It's the standard chant for all the invocations. Please join me on page 48. Now the heading on this page reads, or should read, Lama's intellectual path to a Buddhist spiritual mastery. We're going to play with 4 contemplations of compassion. And you should be familiar with the basic definition of compassion. It is the intention to take away the sufferings of others and the causes of their sufferings. If you aren't familiar with this definition, then you haven't watched Lesson 3 in its all the videos in Lesson 3 in their entirety. So the theme of today's guided meditation is the generic pronoun, or should I say preposition, this. There can be a certain degree of freedom in not labeling our experience, be it circumstantial, physical, emotional, intellectual, or spiritual. Just saying this is a way of drawing attention to the experience that we are of the present moment is profoundly useful. Now, quick description or caveat about the phrase present moment. In modern Western European mysticism, the phrase present moment has become an end run around dealing with problems. People are like, no, I'm not going to focus on my moments. I'm not going to focus on my emotions. I'm not going to focus on the bills that are due. I'm not going to focus on my best friend who's dying of cancer. No, I'm going to focus on the present moment. Yes. Ooh, what a lovely desk I have before me. Ooh, this is the present moment. No, that's not the present moment. That's acting like the proverbial ostrich that sticks its head in a warm, dark place, hoping it'll make him safe. Now, folks, if in the present moment you're experiencing anxiety, then that's your experience of the present moment. If you're in the present moment, you're experiencing rage or sorrow, that's your experience of the present moment. In your present moment, if you're experiencing pleasure or pain, that's your experience of the present moment. If in this present moment you're experiencing love or peace or joy, that's your experience of the present moment. Here's the thing. We can't choose what happens at our present moment. There is a wonderful phrase which in the Tibetan, which can be translated into English as naked awareness. Now, when I first heard that, I thought that was dirty, dirty tantric sex. But no, it's not. Naked awareness means being profoundly vulnerable to the experience, the spontaneous experience of the present moment, without trying to change it, increase it, or decrease it, or modify it, or pacify, just being aware, without our defenses up. One time I was in an altercation, and some guy was, very aggressive towards me, and I went to a guard, and he said, "Drop your guard," as if I was going to drop my guard so he could clock me. Really? But that's what the meditations teach us to do. They teach us to drop our guard and experience the present moment, whether it's glorious or whether it's grotesque. Now, are there things we can do? Can we use compassion to take the edge off our sufferings? Yes. Can we use wisdom to let go of our sufferings? Yes. Can we take love to enhance the blessings we've been lavished with? Of course. But if we go through life controlling and manipulative with others or even ourselves, we'll be sabotaging not only our evolution but our fundamental happiness and peace. I've seen it happen 1,000 times, and I do not want that to happen to you. So, now this is perfect. The preposition of this is perfect for use in the wisdom meditations to follow. Right now we're on the cusp of the compassion exercises, the 4 compassion contemplations. So let's just use the old standby yak for now. And we're going to do a jaunty little chant for the 6-syllable mantra. I want you to follow with me out loud. I can't tell you, I've met some people who just thought they were all that in a bag of chips. I met people who said, "Oh man, I'm too spiritual to do anything verbal." Well, if you won't follow my instructions, you ain't my students. Cut up, get out, get away. This stuff is for people who are going to apply. These instructions are only for the people who have the good sense to apply them. People say, "How do I know it's safe to apply them?" You don't. It's been said, you know a tree by its fruit. It's been said the test of the pudding is in the tasting, or the proof of the pudding is in the tasting. It's been said you know a teacher by the efficacy of his teachings, and you know teachings are effective only by suspending judgment, granting the benefit of the doubt, receiving teachings, applying the teachings consistently every day, twice a day, for 6 consecutive days, engaging the judgment, noticing the results. Got crap results? Go find another teacher. Got good results? Come get more teachings. Ain't that simple? Let's dig in. Why could I long to be freed from the tyranny of yuck and its causes? Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. A little faster next time. May I be freed from the tyranny of yuck and its causes right now. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Have some fun. This is not a funeral. 49. Why could I long to free everyone from the tyranny? Let's stop for a second. I said the word funeral, and that brought something to mind. One time, many, many, many years ago, I was exploring Christian fundamentalism. And one of my friends, a minister, lost his daughter to cancer. It was very, very sad. And with the best of intentions, the very, very best of intentions, and my friend the minister and all his other minister friends, when they set up her memorial, her funeral, they told people they weren't allowed to mourn, they weren't allowed to cry, they should only rejoice because clearly she's in the presence she's of God, their Heavenly Father, at this moment. Well, that's a nice idea to play with, but it was completely ignoring the very, very real pain that her parents were in, and that the friends of the family were in. And by ignoring the elephant in the room, the sorrow, even the rage at losing such a precious one, they were ignoring the spontaneity of the present moment, even though it was grotesque. There's far more power in an ugly truth than a pretty lie. Let's continue. 49. Why could I long to free everyone from the tyranny excuse me, of yuck and its causes? Oh, money upon me, whom, oh, money upon me, whom, oh, money upon me, whom. Fourth exercise, second exercise on page 49. May everyone be freed from the tyranny of yuck and its causes right now. Oh, money upon me, whom, oh, money upon me, whom, oh, money upon me, whom. Friends, I've had the very good fortune to study many religions. I've got the chance to practice Judaism, Christianity. I've had the chance to practice Hinduism, Buddhism. I've had the chance to practice Taoism and spend time with Western New Agers. And I'm here to tell you that all fundamentalists are very similar. When you take away the nomenclature and replace it with pronouns, they sound almost identical, except for the languages, of course. They all smack of the fear and the rigidity and the intolerance and the aggression that may serve someone superficially at first, but in the long term will ultimately defeat one's spiritual practice. If the root of fundamentalism is fear, then the root of liberalism is not faith. It's not confidence. It's the courage to be vulnerable. Think of it this way. Girls, every time you've asked out a guy. Guys, every time you've asked out a girl. And same-sexers, every time you've asked someone out of the same sex. You've taken a chance. Sometimes you're met with heart-rending rejection. Sometimes you're met with joyous success. But you take a chance every time. Anyone who's ever gone in for a romantic kiss, especially that first kiss, you've taken a chance. Sometimes it's, sometimes it's painful results, sometimes it's pleasurable results. But there is no reward without chance. And the same is true in the spiritual path. People who try to hedge their bets spiritually never win. My second stepfather really enjoyed gambling in it, and he did rather well at it. And he used to insist, if you play not to lose, you'll never win. He also said if you want to win big, you have to gamble big. Of course, that's no guarantee of winning, but it's the only way to win. So the fundamentalists in any pursuit, anybody who pursues anything enthusiastically can be a fundamentalist, can be fear-oriented and rigid and intolerant and aggressive. They're trying to hedge their bet. They're trying to protect themselves. It doesn't work. Liberalism is the path of vulnerability. And although it's not a guarantee of ultimate success, it's the only way to ultimate success. Look at the greatest scientists, the greatest physicists, the greatest poets. They took huge chances. I really enjoy watching the Crash Course series, our channel on YouTube. And one of the things they do is they have some fellow who's an expert in literature explain some classics in American literature. And one of the common denominators is that these people took chances. They knew the rules, but they played with them fast and loose. And they took chances. But the only way they could reach that greatness in literature is by taking those chances. Look at Einstein. He took huge chances. And the way he could accomplish what he did was through those chances. Same thing in medicine. In every field, we have to be vulnerable. Let's move on. Page 50, if you will. Let's use the triplet chant yet again on page 50. An arm's length above my head, those of all other sentient beings pervading space, on a white lotus and full and cushion from free appears no better land so pigeon razig. If you don't know why I just snapped my fingers above my head, then you haven't watched all the lessons, all the videos of lesson 2. Go back and do that, Schmendrick. Okay, let's continue. He is brilliant white and radiates the 6 lights of white, green, yellow, blue, red, and black. Handsome and smiling, he looks on all with kind eyes of compassion. 51. He has 4 hands, the inner 2 are joined in Anjali, the outer 2 hold a crystal mala and a white lotus flower, adorned with ornaments of silks and jewels, his left shoulder covered by a deerskin. Amitabha hovers above his head, his 2 feet are in the lotus posture. His back rests against a beautiful stainless moon throne. He is the embodiment of all objects of Buddhist refuge. Om Mani Padme Hum, Potala rebirth for me. Om Mani Padme Hum, Potala rebirth for all. Om Mani Padme Hum, completely letting go. Now we get to play with the preposition this. We don't say that, we say this, because this infers it's close. It's a present moment experience. We're not shielding from it. We're being vulnerable, and we're experiencing it. If anybody here has exposed themselves to Hindu culture or Hindu art, they're familiar with the statues or the paintings of Hanuman, the monkey king, who tore open his chest and gave his heart to another. And many paintings and many statues have him with his, chest torn open. And that is nasty, 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 yuck, yuck, yuck. But what a wonderful metaphor for being vulnerable to the glories or the grotesqueries of the present moment. Let's dive right in. First exercise on page 52. What am I now experiencing? Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. How could this and its causes not satisfy? Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. How could this and its causes not be permanent? Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. How could this and its causes not be me? Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Page 53. How could this and its causes not be mine? Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. How could this and its causes not be graspable? Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. How could I benefit from letting go of this and its causes right now? Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. What could complete letting go of this and its causes look like? Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. What could completely letting go of this and its causes sound like? Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. What could completely letting go of this and its causes feel like? Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Please join me on page 54. Why could I let go of this and its causes right now? Pardon me, that's a motor tick. Don't worry, that's not a side effect of Dharma practice. It's a side effect of massive birth trauma brain damage. And although Dharma has not been able to cure me of massive neurological trauma, it has helped me to cope with it rather well. So don't worry, the Mani won't turn you into a twitching, ticking version of Quasimodo. I promise. Let's dig in. Why would I let go of this and its causes right now? Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. When will I let go of this and its causes? Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Completely letting go. Now, this is an affirmation. We're not saying we've completely let go. It's an intention about what will happen. I intend to completely let go. Let's do that right now. Completely letting go. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Please join me now on page 55. Well, we've done the Lam Rim. Now it's time for a Chog Chain's mystic path to an Arhat's spiritual resiliency. Pardon. Let's begin with the extensive alternate nostril breathing. Once again, proper posture, hands folded in lap. How long breathe? How long breath? Releasing. In through left, out through right. In through right, out through left. In through both, out through both. Please join me on page 56. Left, right. Right, left. both. Left, right. Right, left. Both. Please join me now on page 57. We're continuing with the Mahamudra of Bliss and Letting Go. We're now using the set of exercises known as Tumo's Naval Elective. Remember that NAVE is short for navel, and that we're starting off with reverse breathing. Women, on the in-breath, that means you're going to mentally, you're going to use your internal muscles to squeeze tight your anus, your urethra, and your vaginal orifice, as well as your mid-abdomen. On your out-breath, you're going to relax these 4 points. Men, since you don't have a vaginal orifice, you'll be, in addition to your mid-abdomen, anus, and urethra, you'll be squeezing your perineum. All right, let's dig in. But, of course, whether you're male or female, all 4 points you relax during the out-breath. Let's dig in. We're navel wheel, releasing. Where nave so, releasing. If you do not know the significance of the syllable so, you've been skipping videos, haven't you? Go back, watch the lesson, all the videos of lesson 3. Where nave so, releasing. Where so flame, releasing. For the next approximately 18 breaths, so free. Please join me now on page 58. We are continuing with the reverse breathing. So flame stretch, out left soul. If this is a complete mystery to you, you've been skipping around. Go back and watch all the videos of lesson 3. So flame stretch, out left soul. So flame stretch, out right soul. So flame stretch, up to heart. So flame stretch, out left palm. So flame stretch, out right palm. Please join me now on page 59. So flame stretch, up to throat. So flame stretch, up to crown. So flame stretch, out through brow. We now say goodbye to our reverse breathing. We let our 3 lower doors and our abdomen do as it pleases, spontaneously. Brow drop climbs up to crown. Please join me now on page 60. Where crown wheel, releasing. Where crown Om, releasing. We're now going to perform O Free for approximately 12 breaths. Well, we've done a bunch of bliss-generating meditations, some at the navel, some throughout our body, and some at the crown of our head. But this has been profoundly contrived. Now it's time for some spontaneous awareness training. Please join me on page 61, where we will practice the Mahamudra of awareness and letting go. We'll begin with the 3-syllable paradigm. What's seeing, releasing. What hearing, releasing. What feeling, releasing. Let's continue with, how could this be funny? Grin with lips, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. Please join me now on page 62, where we switch to the one-syllable paradigm, see free. Hear free. Feel free. How fun. This is. Please join me now on page 64. Sadly, I'm far too weak to perform either Untying the Heart's Knots, Indian-inspired 12-phase sun salutation, or Vietnamese-inspired bows. So let's simply recite the text together. If you wish, I invite you to cup your palms, press them together before the upper third of your chest. And let's chant. By this virtue may I now accomplish the spontaneous, habitual, easy, and effective mastery of Buddha's mental yogas of wisdom, peace, love, and joy, and now lead every living being without exception to this ground. May everyone be healthy, wealthy, and happy, and may everyone practice skillfully and joyfully. May everyone accomplish Chinrizik in this life, and then help many others do likewise. For truly that is the meaning of life, O Mani Padme Hum. May I always be cared for throughout all my lives, that the Buddha of compassion emanating as my kind teacher. And as such may I always enthusiastically and joyfully tread this excellent path praised by the conquerors. And there you go. Well, my friends, I thank you for your time. Oh, wait, before you go, please turn to page 65 and look. Oops, that's not it. Let's turn to page 88. And there it is. You'll see a whole bunch of guided meditations with links. So for ease, so you can find and play with these guided meditations to your heart's content. Having said that, I wish to thank you for your time and your kind attention. May you and yours be healthy and happy. Om Mani Padme Hum. Before you go, please allow your attention to be drawn to the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. There should be a thumbs up like button. Please give that bad boy a click. That should reveal 3 social networking buttons. Please give those a click. In your upper left-hand corner, there should be a subscribe button. Click that. And after I've said goodbye, beyond the subscribe button, there should be a YouTube button. When you click that, it'll take you to your home page. Towards the bottom left-hand corner, you'll notice a tab that reads Manage Subscriptions. Click that. Look up Lama Jigme and click the box to the right. That way you'll receive the next video that I upload. One of the links below the video will help you to register for the next series of weekly live webinars. When does it begin? March 2nd, Saturday morning. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.